Howdy folks, how are you? How's the lighting? How's the sound? Very important to have good lighting, seeing as I'm going to be showing stuff on camera this time. Yes, I'm going to be going through my VHS collection today. I'm going to be going... Okay, there's a bit of story here. There's a bit of a story. So, growing up, I had a lot of VHS tapes. A lot. To the point where there were so many VHSs in my room that they took up my wardrobe and I just started putting my clothes on the floor. so many. Even not just the closets. When you under my bed, I'd had these trays full of VHS tapes. So many. So when I left my parents' house, I could only take so many. I took about 30. I could only find half of them. I can only find half of the collection that I have. But once I move out of this pub attic, I'm definitely going to start my collection again, because I absolutely love VHS tapes. I love them to bits. It's not just 90s nostalgia. There's just something about the VHS aesthetic that I really love, and there's a charm to VHS cassettes in general. I love VHS tapes so much that I follow a lot of Twitter accounts that are about VHS history and culture. Yeah, I'm obsessed, and I've even watched a couple of VHS documentaries. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I love VHSs. One of the most charming things about VHSs is that there's a history on the VHS. Unlike digital and DVD and all that kind of stuff, with VHSs, there's a mark left from the thing that the part of the film or the part of the VHS that gets watched the most. And I'm like, yeah, VHS is awesome. Hello, Soda Engines. Hello, G-Crobat. Lighting's found. Good. Hello, Dunn. Curse, sounds good. Did you see the new trailer for Disney Strange World? I did. I'm not sure what to make of it. I don't know. I don't know what to really think of it. It looks very creative, very imaginative, but like, am I the only one that didn't know it was coming out? Because like, when I saw the trailer, I was like, wait, what is this? It was kind of like, whoa, okay, this is Disney's next feature film, okay. So it was a bit, whoa, okay. Maybe a few more trailers and I'll be able to process it a bit more, but for now I'm kind of like, I need to look at more into it, actually. Everything looks good. Okay, Leo, everything you're saying takes me back to my own collection. Wish I had them. I wish I had my collection. It was so huge. I was so proud of it. And every time, like, a friend or family came over, they had a whole library to look through. Like, it was insane how big my collection was. My parents were worried. I had more VHSs than anything in my room. And it was really difficult to pick the ones that I could keep. But I mainly picked out of what would be good to have on VHS. And that's the thing is, even though I have all these VHS tapes, I don't have a VHS player. I used to, but like, I don't know what happened to it. But I'm gonna buy a new one eventually. And the thing is that I'm so attached to my VHS tapes that, unlike my DVDs, I would never sell my VHS tapes because they probably have a lot of value, but like the emotional value means more to me. So yeah. Where am I in chat now? Done. I had a good amount, but I took some out to put them in my room. Done. Same VHS tapes and artifacts. I cherish it. Reminds me of my days when I was small. Kabu Guy, hi. I won't stay long. I'm at my friend's right now. Don't worry. Don't worry about it, Kabu Guy. Stay as long as you like. Cursed, there's actually a YouTube channel dedicated to VHS openings from Disney films. I went into nostalgia overdrive. Oh, Disney VHS openings? I love them so much. I love them. Leo, yeah, I saw that in my recommended. Didn't see the trailer, but yeah, I didn't know it was coming out. Yeah, and I've been paying a lot. I have to pay a lot of attention to release schedules to like plan out my own schedule. So like that's why I was like, wait, what? Billy, what do you think of the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie? I've not seen it. I don't really have much interest in watching it, if I'm honest. The Search Engines, is this how to make me feel old and it's not even my birthday until tomorrow? Mate, I'm 31. I already feel old. Where am I in chat? I always keep missing where I'm in chat. Billy, I watched your George Uncle video and I liked it. I was wondering if you were going to cover the sequel. Yeah, eventually, absolutely. Yeah, I'm curious. I want to see what the sequel is like. I'm genuinely curious what it's like. I've heard things about it, but I don't know that much about it. I do know that Thomas Hayden Church is the only actor that comes back, so yeah, I'm curious. I might review it next year though. I've got too much planned at the moment to like do it anytime soon, but it is definitely going to be a proper Panic review one day. Jigabad, I miss VHS tapes. My parents pretty much dumped all of the tapes, including the recordings of me as a baby. Aww. See, I'm very sorry about that, by the way. I had a lot of VHSs of my childhood, but my mum can't find them. My mum wanted to keep them. My mum we had loads of like vacation VHSs, and like my mum just can't find them. She does not know where they've gone. She's even asked me, "Hey, did you keep them?" I'm like, no, which is kind of sad because there was a lot of material there. There was a lot of material to watch, and I've always wanted to like go back to those VHSs. Leo, I had so many, but what I had left is God knows where after my family cleared up my grand's house after she died. Oh, bless. Hello, Gadadado. Soda Rangers, I love the old Disney home video logo with the Mickey Mouse and the Wizard outfit. Hell yes. I'm even hearing the music for it. Oh, it's so good. Done. The openings, yeah, everyone's talking about the Disney VHS ones. Billy Mount, did you have VHS recordings back then? Yes. So the thing is that I'd say like a lot of my VHS collection was just like things that I'd recorded, and I'd record anything at all. And sometimes I'd even ask my parents, "Hey, can I have like a bunch of blank VHS tapes?" And I'd just record things just for the rush of collecting something. So like I would collect a certain actor's movies using blank VHSs or something like that. Yeah, I loved recording with VHS. It was fun. It was great to like schedule record as well. I loved doing that. So then, if there was something that was on too late for me at night, I just schedule record it, and I'd watch it the next day. That's how I watched a lot of 18 films. So, I remember this Thunderbirds VHS that had 2 of the compilation films they made in the 80s. Oh, now I like that. B-Pack, only keep VHS releases stuff that never had a DVD/Blu-ray release. That's a good approach. That's a fine approach. Leo, yeah, it was when I finally got back home after she immediately died, so I was bracing myself for the funeral. Right as I got home, my dad called and asked if I wanted to come rough Grands to claim some stuff. Last thing I wanted to do, so I asked if we could do it later. He said yes. Family cleared it all out without me. Really sorry about that. That's not right. It's definitely not right. You definitely have a right to like keep something that reminds you of a lost loved one. So, and like that's happened in my family before. I've had that kind of family drama where nothing was left behind. So like I definitely sympathise. Leo, is the blank VHS tapes best? So many things I'd record. Yes, including some stuff even with the internet I'm not going to find again. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, there were like TV specials. Like you knew they would never be on. They wouldn't be on again, and you won't be able to get them on DVD or VHS or anything. But like a VHS recorder, you could record it, and like you'd keep it, and it'll be a rare item for your son. Yeah, love it. I did the same thing though. It was full of recordings of cartoons and movies on Christmas Day. Yes, I loved recording VHS tapes where I'd make my own cartoon collection. I'd theme it and everything. And I remember one time I made one for my brother, I worked so hard on it because I knew all it was for his birthday. I knew all the stuff that he loved, but it was very difficult because we no longer had Sky Television because I became addicted to watching Cartoon Network and Fox Kids and Nickelodeon. So my parents were like, no, we're taking away satellite TV, which is cable TV, by the way, for Americans. So like, I made this whole VHS collection. I was like, there's not much I can really record because I've got barely any channels. So I had to ask like a kid at my school, hey, can you record this, and this? My brother likes those shows. So that's how I like filled it up. I just put so much stuff onto it for him. Yeah, I miss doing that kind of thing. It's really fun. I've always wanted to like do a DVD version of that kind of thing for a birthday present for a friend. Like put a bunch of shows on a DVD and like they can pick what it is. Yeah. Billy, remember when Nickelodeon tapes were orange? Oh yeah, yeah. Coloured VHSs. I love them. Coloured VHSs are sick. Billy, my parents recorded VHS from pay-per-view. Leo, so many things from Discovery Kids. It was the best channel. Why did they get rid of it? I don't remember watching Discovery Kids, but I think I might have liked it. Soder's like, no joke. I once had three quarters of an hours of Disney movies. Nice. Billy, Jamie, I always liked the VHS opening of previews before the movie. Yeah, they just hit a bit different. I feel like VHS trailers hit a little different. There's just something about VHS trailers that, yeah, I don't know what it is, but like, you feel the hype a bit more, and you kind of want to get that on VHS. Like, the fact that you made a themed VHS for a brother is the sweetest thing I've ever heard. If someone did that for me, I would just die. Yeah, I love doing that kind of thing. I think I made one for my dad as well. Yeah, I just like doing that kind of thing. And my best friend's daughter, she's about 7 or 8, and I think for one of her birthdays, I'd like to I know the stuff she likes, so I would like make a DVD of that for her. I'd love to do that. I think she would really like that. Yeah. Kirst, thankfully I have an entire nostalgic videos as a playlist. Nice. Done. The cover art to VHS tapes were awesome. They were. They really were. Like, I feel like DVD and Blu-ray don't have that same feel as VHS covers. VHS covers have a bit. I feel like they have a bit more creativity. I really do. Like not just the front but the back as well. They have that. There's a bit more creativity to them. Billy, in the UK, are the VHS trailers a bit longer? Not that I remember. Sojourners, the previous I missed those. Guided Dado, I had a lot of VHS tapes, but my mum got rid of most of them after they got mouldy. Oh dear. Should definitely look after them. I'm surprised mine kept in condition, because I had so many to look after. Sojourners, I wish I saved my VHS recordings. You can do it again. You can do it again. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing stopping you from getting like a VHS player from like eBay and a bunch of blank VHSs and just doing it all over again just for the fun of it. No one's stopping you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it eventually. What I really want to do is like when I move out of this pub attic, I want to have my own place, and I want to. Okay, this is something that I've only told a select few friends, but this is one of my dream things for like my dream home. I want a secret room, and on the door there'll be like a code to get into that room. And that code will be a specific year. And you open it up, and it's a retro room. So it would have all these VHS tapes. It would have these old consoles. So it'd feel like you travel back in time. That's how I'd make my VHS collection. That's where I put my VHS collection. My dream home is like basically Pee-wee's Playhouse. An even weirder version of Pee-wee's Playhouse. I'm gonna have so much creative fun with it. Yeah. Anyone else still remember the certain recordings that would play advertisements before certain videos? Yeah, I can't remember adverts. I mainly remember trailers. And I remember and I don't know if any British people here remember the absolutely terrifying anti-piracy advert that we would get. Like, British anti-piracy adverts are basically horror shorts. They're so scary. The one I remember the most was it had this, like, really creepy guy in the dark, and, like, he had, like, a branding, like, you know, like an iron branding stick, and he's poking a fire, and this voice is, like, saying, piracy funds terrorism and crime, and all this kind of stuff. and this terrifying, creepy music, and it's like, I just wanted to watch Robin Hood. There's another British anti-piracy advert that's so creepy where it's like panning out, and it's talking about the death of cinema, and then it just shows like an entire cinema full of skeletons. So just like one time as a kid, my mum taped over this Rugrats marathon, so it would cut from the Rugrats to the racing cars to Tim Curry, the clown throwing to kill you all. Thanks for the turns, Mum. Leo, essentially a more PG idea that I do with My Secret Room with a locked door. Soda engines. Oh god, the anti-piracy ads, yeah. Cursed. Oh my god, I know, right? You beat me to it. Leo, oh my god, I remember that. So just don't let the pirates burn a hole in your pocket. Yes, that was the line. They were so creepy. So freaking scary. I've actually wanted for a while to do like an actual video on British anti-piracy ads, because they're just fascinatingly disturbing. They're just so creepy. Like, British BSAs in general are really, like, inherently horrifying, but, like, their anti-piracy ones, it's like, dude! I think I was traumatized so much that I didn't want to, like, have any pirate stuff. Being like, I hated the fact pirates advert. Yeah, the fact series. Dang. Okay. So, let's talk about my VHS collection. Like I said, it's not as big as it used to be. There's enough to talk about for maybe like half an hour to an hour. But it used to be bigger. It used to be a lot bigger. But the first thing I want to talk about is actually a blank VHS. It has nothing inside of it. Absolutely nothing. And I explain what I mean. So, my friend Sora Star is a very, 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 very super talented artist. You should definitely follow her on Coffee and Twitter. Tell you what, I'm gonna link her Coffee in chat. So Sora, for a while, had like limited edition versions of this. This is what she did. Is she put lights in empty VHS tapes, and I bought the Digimon version of it. So there's no content on it. I just love it for the aesthetic. And when I move out of this place and actually have like shelves, because I have no shelves in here, I want to put it on a shelf. I really want to put it on a shelf, just leave it there, just for decoration. I love this thing. It's so awesome, and Sora's so talented for like putting this thing together all by herself. It's so cool. How sick is that? when I saw that she was selling a Digimon one, I was like, I'm taking that one. I want that one. As soon as it was my payday, I was like, I'm taking this. I'm taking this. Don't ask, do you remember watching the 2003 series of Strawberry Shortcake? Nope, I'm afraid not. Yes, Digimon was Fox Kids. It was on Fox Kids. It was on Fox Kids. Leo says, noise. Sojourner says, what's the VHS? Oh wow, says done. So again, yeah, it's a Digimon VHS. My friend Sora Star, who is an amazing artist you need to follow. I've put a link to her Coffee in chat. She made this all by herself. It's friggin' amazing. It's so cool. I think I want to get to a point where I have my own place and like the shelf behind me. I could put this on the shelf behind me just because, not just to like as like a nod to Sora's amazing work, but to the fact that I love VHS tapes. So there's that. So it was really difficult finding VHSs around my room. Because it's a very tiny room. Like I said, I live in a pub attic. It's really tiny. It's really hard to find anything and organize anything. I did find this. I had no case. I had no case whatsoever. But this is a Looney Tunes bumper collection. There's supposed to be two. It's supposed to be two. This is part one. And basically, had both VHSs had like 6 hours in total of Looney Tunes shorts. And this was basically my introduction to Looney Tunes. This is how I became a Looney Tunes fan. A little closer up. It's kind of aged quite a bit because again, it's I don't know what year it's from. Does it have a year? 1994. This is a VHS from 1994. I would have been 4 years old when I had this. Yeah. So as you can see, it's kind of it's definitely aged, but the charm's still there. It looks like it's been rewound to the beginning as well, or is it? I don't know. But yeah, I'm sorry it doesn't have a cover, but I thought this is like a good way of showing you what a VHS is like in general. I mean, one of my Did anyone, like, when they had VHS, you would, like, play around with this? Like, you're supposed... Basically, this is a way to, turn, as you can see, you can turn the tape by doing... That's how you do it. But, like, when I was a kid, I just fiddled with it. I was like... Because it was kind of... VHSs in general are very fun to play with. Like, there's this thing on top. I used to play around with this. I'm surprised it didn't break any VHS tapes. But it's okay. I don't mind breaking these because like I own these and like I'm not selling them. They're just there for aesthetic. Billy, was this before you watched Space Jam 1 and 2? I don't know, man. I'm so old I don't remember when I did anything. I really don't. I do remember seeing Space Jam in cinemas though. Cameron says, I might seem weird, but I really like the look of old rating logos on VHS and early DVD. Yeah, BBFC ratings looked a lot different, a bit more bold, a little bit more outlined. I really like that. They're a bit too pretty now. I like the tankiness of the old ones. Billy, can you play it on a VCR as well? If you're talking about the Digimon VHS, no, because there's nothing to play. But the Looney Tunes one, yeah, you could probably play on the VHS. Billy, I see the WB logo on the sticker. Matt Chat says they were born the year of 1994. Sojourners, my sister stuffed a sweetie in the hole that turned to the tape. A sweaty? Do you mean a sweaty? What's a sweaty? Sojourners, my first VHS tape must have been maybe Toy Story or Jungle Book. Good ones to have on VHS. Leo, I had a VHS of really old Bugs Bunny and Popeye cartoons, so old that one had Bugs against a racist caricature. Tiny me had no idea what I was looking at. Then the penny drops later like, oh, I know what you're probably talking about. So, I know what you probably owned. That's how obsessed I am with VHSs and how much I follow VHS history and culture. What you most likely had was a bumper collection of anything public domain. And quite a lot they would use public domain Looney Tunes, which are often the racist ones, the ones that nobody wanted to like copyright. And Popeye or Betty Boop, Woody Woodpecker, those kinds of things would be all put onto a VHS tape. Completely, like, nothing to do with Warner Brothers or whoever owned them. Like, nothing to do with it. It would be just a company that was like, oh, public domain, we're going to slap this on here and sell them. And usually they had really awful covers. I've seen a bunch of them. Sweetie, you meant Sweetie, sorry. BPAC, oh god, I hated public domain VHSs. I love them! Public domain VHSs are so charming, because, like, they look awful. You can tell that like they just don't care. there's no love. It's just like we can sell these popular cartoons without without worrying about anything, and it doesn't matter what kind of art we slap on the cover. Leo says exactly that. Yeah, like I was saying. Yeah. Cameron, I believe I know what Bugs Bunny cartoon you're talking about. There's a lot of them. Leo, I was wondering why those two properties were on the same video. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All on the public domain. Like, I could do them. I could legally, I could do that. I could sell a bunch of public domain DVDs. It's crazy how easy it is to do. BPAC, hated the covers too. Scared the crap out of me. Because they're so terribly drawn. The Search Engines. It was bad only I had one Bugs Bunny cartoon, the rest had random cartoons. Yeah, it's just a random collection. And I have like it usually have like a name like Bugs Bunny's Fun Party or something like that. I didn't even own these, by the way. This is just me being nerdy about VHS culture. So just, I so bad. It was so bad I only had one. Oh no, I've just read that. Cursed, I can distinctly remember looking at a DVD cover of Holy Grail when I was young, and I was so fascinated by it. I wanted to know what it was about, but of course 15 rating sadly stopped me. Yeah, I had a bunch of those in my my parents' room had like all the 18 and 15 VHSs, and I remember seeing the Rocky Horror Picture Show cover and being like, oh, what the hell's that? What's that giant mouthful? Leo, yeah, I imagine the racist character with a screen with such bad quality. I had no idea what I was looking at. Is that a person, an animal, another Looney Tune? What is it? Everyone really needs to follow, like, any random VHS Twitter account, and you'll find stuff like that all the time. They're always posting it. Like, sometimes you'll see me retweeting VHS stuff as well. This is like a side of me that I've not really reported that often, by the way. So there's a lot. This is another side to me. It really is. Done. Do you have any Scooby-Doo VHS tapes? I don't think I ever had any Scooby-Doo VHS tapes. Billy, public domain VHS and DVDs are pretty much in really poor quality. Yep. Soda Owners, yeah, and it was so disappointing. Matchad, I had one my grandma bought for me because it had Mickey Mouse on the cover, but I ended up having one public domain Mickey cartoon on it. BPAG, you never owned a public domain VHS, you lucky man. We never did. Like, I think my parents were just like they kind of knew what was tacky and what was not. My mum was very high standard. She's very much from like the posh part of London and very talks very Queen's English. Like, oh no, we're not having this public domain. Oh no, you're gonna have the official bumper collection, James. Okay, so the next VHS has a bit of a special history. So it's Matilda. Yes, this is... I don't know what edition this was. When did this come out? So this was the official, like, first release from 1996. So when it came on VHS, we got it. The plastic's kind of come off a bit. I'll admit that. But what I like about this VHS and why I chose to keep it is because it's my brother's favourite one. My brother loved Matilda, and out of all the VHSs that we owned, and remember we had a lot, this is the one he liked to play the most. So this one has history to it. And I feel like if I played it back on a VHS, it would like grain and static and my brother's favourite scene. So I felt like I need to keep this. This is special. This is very, very special. And obviously I absolutely adore the film as well. And there's like all that childhood nostalgia. It feels like this needs to be on VHS. It's one of those films. I'll look inside. Oh, that's interesting. A lot of VHSs would at least have a label here, but this one doesn't. There's nothing very fancy about this one. It's very formal font as well. Just Matilda. This bonkers film about a telekinetic girl. It's just like Matilda. I want to see the Matilda musical, by the way. I really want to see it. You know what's weird as well? I've just realised. I don't think I've ever realised this, but I think this is an American copy. I think, because I've just seen the PG rating looks like the PG rating for the MPAA, not the BBFC. So if you look on the spine, that looks more like the US PG rating. So I feel like this is an American copy, and I don't know how my parents got an American copy. I don't know if it is. Oh, it also says PG. Parental guidance recommended for persons under 15 years. Low-level violence. I've always loved rating warnings. Low-level violence. Just a little violent. Cameron asks, how long did VHS last? I'm guessing around 2006. I can't remember when it stopped. Honestly, I'm not too sure. Sojourners, Tasmania, I had that on VHS. Matt Chat, I just watched Matilda the other day. Awesome. Leo, oh, I had that. Sojourners, that school should have been shut down. Absolutely. Cameron, oh, I need to watch that movie again. Go for it. Done. I've watched Matilda before, but I don't really like the film. Kirst, I remember Swan's Princess and Fly Away Home. Yes! Yes! The Swan Princess and Fly Away Home trailers were on this at the beginning. Good memory. Yes! Oh, you're taking me back now. It was those two trailers. I never saw Fly Away Home. Never. But like, I remember the trailer off by heart. That's crazy. I love the design of this, by the way. I really love the design of this. I love the... This is one of the rare times where like a Comic Sans-esque font really works fantastically well, because the campaign was very much about like kids rebelling. It was all about like child freedom. Yeah, it's good. It's good VHS. Good VHS. Kurt says, yeah, you should, Jam. I saw the Matilda musical and it was amazing, empowering to kids and heartfelt. Yeah, so I watched the Waiting in the Wings video on the Matilda musical, and I was like, dang, I need to see this. I really want to see this. It's just very difficult for me to like afford and go to big Broadway like style musicals, like big musicals in general. They usually play in London, which is very far away from me, and they're usually like 40 quid or something for a seat. Feedback. Fun fact, there's a public domain tape where something happened and they had to rewind the original master that was recorded in order to record it properly. I think only one copy of the tape had this error. Matt chat, anyone remember getting their parents/grandparents to tape stuff when it aired on TV and you'd have to fast forward through the commercials? Yeah, I do. I don't remember if I did fast forward though. I don't know. Okay. Next one, and this is going to be a story that applies to a lot of VHSs that I currently own. But growing up as a kid, you know, when you're a kid, you just want allowance to get some sweets after school or a magazine after school. I was the nerd that was like, I want to get the VHS tape. So what I would do is I would do all my chores as soon as I finished school, and my mum would give me £1. I only asked for £1 because in my town, even though DVDs were kind of like a thing, there was like a VHS store, like a whole store for VHS tapes, and they were £1 each. So what I would do is I would do my chores after school, and the next day after school, I would use that £1 for my chores to get one VHS tape. So I had to be very picky. I had to decide which VHS tape I got. And I always remember which one is which because I'll show you in a bit. But like, the next DVD is as good as it gets. Now this is a classic romantic film, and it's one of those kind of like anti-romance films that kind of like pokes fun at the whole like romance cliches and stuff like that, but it's very much about Jack Nicholson playing a complete jerk and having to like stop being a jerk in order for like him to be with the woman of his dreams. It's really good, very funny. It's directed by one of the co-developers of The Simpsons, and it has Yardley Smith, who plays Lisa Simpson. She's in it as well. She's one of the side characters. But yeah, and as I was saying, like the way I know that it's a VHS from the store is because it has a £1 as a. I can't even. The lighting's making this very difficult to show. Am I going to? Can I have? Wait, I can't. There we go. See, you probably see that £1, just £1 for that. Sojourners, I could never get into the other doll story about Matilda. Leo, I remember that too. My grandma would always tape stuff if I asked her. Sojourners, we had charity shops for that. Leo, VHS for £1 each. I hate inflation. Yeah, it was great. I loved that shop. I really did. I was like probably like the most. I was probably their favorite customer because I just go there every single day. The only time it was tricky was when I was under 15 and I wanted to get a 15. That was it. I spent ages, absolutely ages in that store picking the one VHS because again I could only buy one. I only had £1, and I'd make my decision. And it'll be a 15 rating, and I'd be like, no. So when I turned 15, I was like, yes, now I can get all the 15 VHSs. So Sojourners, does she do the Lisa voice? Well, the thing is that Yardley Smith's natural voice just sounds like Lisa Simpson. She just uses a natural voice. So in the film, yeah, she sounds like Lisa Simpson in it. My chat. Okay, just referring to someone else. But yeah, that's as good as it gets. Definitely check out this film, by the way. If you like romances where it's kind of, it's not a traditional romance, it's not soppy, it's not cheesy, and it very much dissects like the problematic aspects of romance. Go watch As Good As It Gets. Really good film. Okay. So, this is something that I want to do a video on, and I feel like not many people know this exists. And I felt like this is something I had to keep on VHS. I had to keep on VHS. And it'd be nice if someone knows that this exists. But this is an animated film called Grandpa. It's only, how long is it? I think it's only half an hour long. And it's beautiful. It's an absolute beautiful film. I've not seen it since I was a kid, but I loved watching this so much. I'll try and give you a... My lighting is making things really difficult. So you can see, it's called Grandpa. I don't remember the plot very well, but I'll read. It says, Grandpa lives happily alone in his house and garden full of memories. Oh, I'm reading that so badly. Grandpa lives happily alone in his house and garden full of memories. Alone, that is, except for visits from Emily, his small granddaughter. Emily and Grandpa together create their own fantasy world in which they turn the house into Noah's Ark, fly a Spitfire, ride their chargers, swing from creepers in a mad chase through the jungle, meet a giant caterpillar, and even catch a whale. I don't want to spoil the ending, but like it's hard. It's a hard ending, and it was one of the. This is one of the. It just, I don't know. It's really hard to talk about this without rewatching it, but like I just remember loving rewatching it again and again, even though it has this ending that's hard to stomach. Yeah, I really do. I want to do a video on it. I really want to do a video on it and see what it's like now. And this feels like a collector's kind of thing. Like no one's going to re-release something this obscure on DVD or digital. No one's going to do that. So this is very special. Yeah. Where's chat? Leo says, "Oh my god." Is that like? I don't know what tone that "oh my god" is, Leo. Sanders, I think I might have seen that one. Matt chat, I've not seen that one, but it sounds interesting. Yeah, again, I need to do a video on it. Cameron, I have a question. If you were to review any of these VHS movies, how would you get the footage? So there is a possibility. There's a way to kind of connect a VHS player to a PC. I've seen it done before. A lot of reviewers do it when they're having to review something that's only VHS. But I will get to it. But this, yeah, I want to do something on it. Leo, it would be wonderful if you did a video on it. Yeah, Leo, this really does seem like... so, for those who don't know, Leo is one of my best friends outside of Twitch and YouTube. She does a lot of... If you've seen like an original, artistically drawn thumbnail on my channel, Leo did it. They're amazing. And Leo likes this kind of thing. I feel like Leo would love this. You really would. I'm going to send you the link later. Because I think someone's like put it up on YouTube. Yeah. I do. I want to cover it one day. I really do. Not enough people know about it. So Darrington, we like making sad endings. Look at the snowman. That's one more thing. So yeah, this is a British. This is British. It's a British animation. It's another reason I want to talk about it. There's a lot of British animated stuff that doesn't get famous outside the UK, and Grandpa is one of them. And I feel like it needs to be a bit more well known. Okay, so next, okay. So, like a lot of millennial kids, Jim Carrey is my hero. I loved Jim Carrey, and I watched Jim Carrey stuff all the time. And one of my favorites was definitely The Mask. And how awesome is this cover, by the way? That is an amazing cover. Such a damn good cover. Like, really, really good. I don't know how to explain it. It's just the way it's designed is so fantastic. I don't think... I mean, like, I've not seen what the DVD cover looks like, but I doubt it would be like that. There's just something really cool about this cover. I really like it. I also really like... I kind of miss this. You don't see it as often nowadays. But, like, with a lot of, like, VHS and DVD covers where they have, like, a bajillion quotes on the back. I really like that. I realize... Just squash as many quotes as you can into it. Oh, just looking at it takes a memory back. By the way, I've not smelt on these VHS tapes. Do they have the VHS tape smell? Oh, yeah, that's taking me back. Okay, this one's so old that the things at the back. I don't know what they're called, by the way. I need to. I'm more interested in the aesthetic than the technical side of VHS, by the way. But these things, they've gone yellow, that it's so old. Because, like, this VHS is from... Frick, where are you from? When are you from? Well, I don't have a date on this one. Wait, is there a date on this? Nope. I don't know. But this is definitely going to be old. This is definitely an old one. Again, it's a very formal kind of... I feel like you could have had like a green VHS for the mask, couldn't you? You could have had a green, but it's a very formal... It's a bit like Matilda. It's just like, the mask. You could have gone a bit more crazy with like a mask VHS, I think. There's an opportunity there. Match says, "I love the song Cuban Pete." I've not rewatched The Mask in a while. I do really want to rewatch it. I was obsessed with it as a kid. Like all Jim Carrey films, I was obsessed with. I wanted to be Jim Carrey when I was a kid. Camera says they had the exact same VHS. Leo, I don't think this cover has changed much. That's one is in the comic. It couldn't be changed. Yeah, I hope it stayed the same because again, it's a really cool cover. I love every design choice with this cover. It's so good, so damn good. And I like that the green is a very 90s green. We don't get that kind of green as much. I think we need more. That's my favorite color, by the way. I love that green. Okay, so one thing I did is that I would when I went to that VHS shop a lot that I was mentioning before, I started to try and do collections. So I'd follow entire franchises. And one that I did was the Batman, the 90s Batman films. And I've still got one of them. It's in horrible condition, by the way. But yeah, this is the Batman Returns VHS. Very poor condition. But this one was definitely kept because when I was a teenager and I started getting into filmmaking, the first director that I idolized was Tim Burton. Absolute Tim Burton stuff. And this was the Tim Burton film I watched the most on VHS, and it annoyed my family so much. That's a YouTube subscription, by the way. I don't have to read that out. I don't know why Streamlabs does that. But yeah, my brother was like watching Matilda 500 times a day, and like no one was batting an eye. But then I play this like twice a day, and everyone's like, no! To be fair, Matilda's an easier film for the family to watch. Batman Returns is a bit more quirky, a bit more dark. Matt says, I remember how cool it felt to have coloured VHS tapes. Monster Inc. tape was blue. Nice. But yeah, this is definitely aged pretty badly. I don't know when I even got this. But it has kind of aged pretty badly. What's like inside? Oh, I kind of liked the Warner Home Video label designs. They were cool. Like it's kind of formal, but it still has the actual logo font. Come on, show. There we go. So you can see the logo font still. Yeah, I like that design. That's a cool design. It's cool. Leo says this was my favorite Batman movie as a kid. Yeah, I loved watching it. I was obsessed with it. Kept watching it all the time. So the next one, Leo's gonna really love. Leo's gonna love this one. Ghostbusters! Yes, I don't know what edition this is. When did this come out? Okay, this is a 1995 edition. This came out in 1995, this version. Not much to really say. It's not in great condition. I've not looked out for it very well, it seems. But it is what it is. There's not much to really say about it. It's like it's a Ghostbusters VHS. What's it like inside? Oh, there's a lot to talk about inside, actually. There's more to talk about inside, if I'm honest. So, it's got the Cinema Club logo. Cinema Club logo. Nice. Cool. That's cool. Yeah, but what I really like is that inside it has adverts for other VHSs. It's got like all these other VHSs that you can buy. Oh, love it. So what we got? It says it's got Wuthering Heights, A Few Good Men, Jason and the Argonauts, Born Free, Groundhog Day, Drop Dead Fred, Addams Family, Hellraiser, Rebecca, Last Action Hero. I can't read that. I know what that film is, but I can't read it. The Man from Laramie, Silence of the Lambs, Shawshank Redemption, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, In the Line of Fire, Dad's Army, Fried Green Tomatoes, Strictly Ballroom, Genghis Khan, Waterloo, Oh dear. I'm skipping that one. No one needs to bring that film up. Boys in the Hood and Gandhi. I just love how many they've just like managed to get in there. Leo says, "Oh fuck yeah, Ghostbusters." So does, I think I had that VHS. Matt Chat says, "My high school was near a thrift store, and whenever we had a free period, I would make a pilgrimage to the thrift store to buy VHS tapes." Nice, 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 nice. I liked it when like normal shops like that didn't specialize in movie related things would have like a little movie selection. I liked that. I remember Game Station just having like a little section for films, particularly anime. Leo, oh, I know you haven't seen it, but you know they've actually released a VHS version of the Ghostbusters Afterlife now. No, VHS grading and quality too. I want it. I'm getting that. I'm getting that. I want to see how. I just want to see how well they pulled it off. Does it give the same feel as a VHS? I want to see that. Dang, I want to see that. Kirst, I remember when I went to a VHS store, and I'm only now remembering a vague memory of seeing one VHS with a scary clown or something. I don't know, but I always remember that specific memory in my mind. The scary clown might be. It could be Killjoy. It could be It. Trying to think of like scary clown films. Yeah. Well, I remember I was the weird kid that liked those kind of covers, those scary, disturbing covers with like the 18 certificate on it. Of like, ooh. I know my parents are not gonna buy me this, but like I like how forbidden this is. I remember seeing the DVD for Rawhead Rex, based on the Clive Barker book. I remember the cover is absolutely terrifying, and as a kid I was both scared of it, but also fascinated by it. I know this is a weird one as well, but like I remember the Monkey Bone DVD being a bit freaky to me, and the Bride of Chucky one took me out as well. Leo says, "No one needs to bring that up, film up." Well, I know what I'll be asking about later. Yeah. Let's just say, remember you were talking about public domain racist caricatures? You know the film I'm talking about now, if I say that. Magazine shop used to have VHS tapes for sale. Nice. Cameron, oh god, Game Station, stop bringing back these memories. That's my main mission when it comes to my streams. I love having a nostalgic atmosphere to my streams. Cameron, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Yes, it might have been that. Cameron says, I remember the cover for It scared me. Leo, yeah, they go all in with the Afterlife VHS. It's so authentic. Oh, want to see. Matcha, I remember mistaking re-releases of VHS tapes for sequels because the cover was different than the one I had at home. Sojourners, Aliens, when we moved house, that I had the Aliens VHS in my room, the cover scared the hell out of me. Ooh. I can imagine the cover being creepy, because like Alien and Aliens, they go for a very minimalist kind of like feel. Okay, so this is the type of VHS that generally makes me not everyone knows this, but I'm autistic, but I positive stim these kinds of VHS tapes. Like, they make me genuinely giddy, like, and like bring me joy. And like, if I find this kind of VHS tape anywhere at all, like, I get really happy feels. I really like it. This is a South Park VHS with just 2 episodes. I love it. I love that in the 90s there were VHSs where they would have like 1 or 2 episodes, and that was enough material. And that's so charming. I think it's so charming, so adorable. But yeah, I did sometimes record South Park, like schedule record South Park, but this was the only official South Park VHS that I had. It says Series 2, Volume 6. Wow, that is going back. Series 2. When was this released? 1999. This is from 1999. I think this was from the VHS store. The 2 episodes it has is Roger Ebert Should Lay Off the Fatty Foods, which was the one about... I forgot what they're called. Hang on, let me see. Planetarium. It's about when the boys go to planetarium and it's like a conspiracy. I remember that episode so well because I watched this VHS so much. Like, I remember the Cheesy Booth song and everything. And the other episode is Clubhouses. I love the Clubhouses episode. It's great. It's very funny, very cute. It's an episode where like the boys build a clubhouse and they start playing daring games, and Stan is hoping that one of the dares is a kiss from Wendy. That's what I kind of like about the much older South Park episodes. They're a bit more, in a way, compared to now, they're a bit more wholesome. But the Clubhouses one, I remember really enjoying. I remember the stepdad character, Stan's stepdad, saying, "Go make some firewood." It's like, I've already made firewood. Stop asking me to make firewood. So good. Because says, am I the only one that finds the Child's Play 2 poster terrifying? Because, I mean, you have this cartoony Jack-in-the-Box with a face of terror about to be decapitated by Chucky from behind. No, I get it. Totally get it. So interesting says that he had this VHS. Nice. Done. Oh, wow. Where did you get that VHS tape? So, again, this... for anyone that missed it in the stream, a lot of these VHS tapes were actually bought from a VHS store in my town that sold VHS tapes for £1, and I would do a house chores for £1 just so I could get a VHS tape. This was one of them. But yeah, I had to keep this. I think there's other examples of this in my collection, but like I just love VHSs where there's like 1 or 2 episodes. I don't know what it is. It's just so... So again, the running time for this is 45 minutes. Imagine nowadays releasing like a Blu-ray and it's like, well, I'm sorry, there's only 45 minutes of content on this. No one would buy it. That's what makes this so cute. There's just something, I don't know. Am I the only one that finds it charming? Leo says, God, South Park must look so good on VHS. I don't know. I need to rewatch it. I need to definitely rewatch it on VHS. I will be buying a VHS player eventually. I need to buy a new TV because my TV is literally broken, like physically broken, like smashed in. Yeah, I need to get a new TV. Oh, don't fall. Okay, fine, fall. Okay, I think this is another one from the VHS store. So it says, imagine if Chucky was in Toy Story. Ugh. Okay, so the next one. This is when I was starting to kind of like wanting to get into. So it says they did that with DVDs. Sonic X only had 2 episodes. Yeah, but like early DVDs. I feel like the transition from VHS to DVD. There were a couple of DVDs where I had like a couple of episodes, but that kind of like disappeared once DVDs became more popular. Yeah. Anyway, so like. I got to a point where I was into more artsy stuff. I was less interested in like cartoony, childish things. I was looking for like artsy stuff, and that's why I got Being John Malkovich. Now this is a Spike Jonze film. It's very surreal, very weird, and I remember watching it and thinking like, "Whoa, this is trippy." But basically, it's about this office worker who finds a door into the mind of actor John Malkovich. It's surreal, but also fascinating. I've not seen it in a long time, so there's not much I could really say about it. But I like that this one has a proper BBFC explanation. I love that. Hang on. BPAG, I wish we had VHS Sonic X VHSs. Leo, I still believe I haven't seen that movie. I need to rewatch it. I want to rewatch it. But okay, so like, for Americans, in the UK we have a certificate rating system called BBFC, and it goes like this. So we've got U, which is like universal, anyone can watch it. PG, parental guidance. 12, which basically means like you have to be 12 or over to watch it. 12A, which is usually for like cinema releases, but means like if you're under 12, you can watch it, but you have to be accompanied. So 12A, A accompanied. 15, you have to be 15 and over to watch it. And last of all, there's 18. You have to be 18 and over to watch it. And a lot of like tapes or DVDs in general have the BBFC explanation. They're really fun because like as you can see there, it goes through all like the different kinds of things that could be in there, and sometimes they're very funny reasons for having the BBFC rating. Like one of them, like the Ice Age BBFC says like contains mild peril, things like that. There's BBFC ratings are hilarious, but this one's very basic. So it says language, some strong, some coarse. That's such a British explanation. Like I feel like an American one would just say strong, It's just strong language. Be careful. with British, it's like, some strong, some coarse. Take it with a grain of salt. Sex/nudity. Occasional. Moderate. It's such a, again, a really British explanation. Violence. Once, comma, strong. Other. What the fuck? So it's got an other label, and the other just says comedy, comma, drama. It contains comedy and drama. Just letting you know that. I love it. I love it. If anyone can send me, like, funny BBFC explanations, send me them. I love them. They're so funny. Okay. This one's good. This one's good. So, again, early on I was saying I was obsessed with Jim Carrey, and one of my favorite films to watch, and it was one of the only 12 films I'd watch as a kid. It was Dumb and Dumber. Hell yes. Hell freaking yes. Great movie. Great comedy classic. And yeah, this is the exact VHS that I would watch all the time as a kid. And just loved it. Absolutely loved it. And it's kind of surreal that I grew up with it. 'Cause, I remember like rewatching it and thinking like, wow, there's so many adult jokes in this. It's kind of weird that it's a 12. It's more like a 15. But like as a kid, yeah, I remember watching this constantly all the time. This is one of my favorite VHSs to play again and again and again and again. Oh, it's another one of those VHSs where it has like a bajillion quotes just jumbled on the back. I love it. Look how busy this is. This is a novel. Love it. Love it. Leo says, violence, once, a bit of a kerfuffle. Oh dear. I love if there's a BBC FC explanation. Just says, monocle may pop. I'd love that. Cursed. I know, right? I was so baffled by the other section. Done. I've heard of Dumb and Dumber. B-Pack, Dumb and Dumber, up there in my top 10 film list. Nice. Good choice. Good choice. I remember someone in the stream was saying about how BBFC certificate designs were a bit different in the 90s, and they are. This is a great example, because like I love how outlined it is. It's really bold. You really notice it. It's become too faint now to notice. Let's have a look. Oh, I've not opened this in years. Well, that's weird. So the label is like that way. I've never ever seen a VHS cover label where it's literally like that. Like usually it's that way, but it's that way. Very strange. Very, very strange. How's this smell after almost 30 years? Ooh, oh god. That's old. That's been left in there a while. I feel like this has not been opened in 20 years. That's the boldest smell I've had yet. So, oh well, pardon me, Mr. Pervert. I guess I forgot you never ever make a mistake. I loved the film as a kid. Cursed. I actually asked my sister about a scene in Dumb and Dumber, the fantasy where Lloyd fights the chef and rips his heart out, and I asked her if it was real, like I was mildly concerned about the chef's well-being. Oh, bless. Yeah, that's the scene where I feel like it's the most like, this ain't for kids, right? Leo, it actually fits for the label to be dodgy. Fits the characters would be on the wrong. Yeah, that's a good point. It's almost like Harry and Lloyd was like, so which way we meant to do it? That way. Yeah, that way. Let's do it that way. Yeah, I like that. That makes it very charming. Brilliant. Okay. Like I said before, I get really excited about DVDs where it's like barely any content. This is another one. And this was again from the VHS store. This is an anime show called Giant Robo. I'm not sure which year it came out. It's a 90 show, it says. 90 show. And how many episodes? Well, it just says part 6. It just says part 6 on it. So it's a mech show. It's like it's a mech show. That's all I really remember. And like I remember the mech robot looks like a pharaoh. He's got a bit of a pharaoh design going for him. How many episodes? Hang on. It just says one part. So I think each part was 48 minutes long. I'm not too sure. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember any of this, by the way. I just remember getting it and thinking, wow, the cover looks really cool. It's anime. You gotta remember, at this time, years ago, anime was a bit more obscure, so it's very hard to find anything anime related. Okay, so growing up, my parents would take me and my brother camping a lot. I did more camping than I was at my actual house. Like, we were camped all over the UK. I've visited so many places in the UK, and sometimes when I'm watching TV with my family, my mum goes, "Oh, we've been there." But like, yeah, there was one stop we made while camping, because like we'd camp at a spot and then we would go visit the local area. We'd go and see what the local area has to offer. And I remember walking around and finding like this shop in the middle of nowhere, and it had like all these like anime VHS tapes. It had like Vampire Hunter D and Akira on all that kind of stuff. And my parents wouldn't buy them, but yeah, anime VHSs are awesome. I love them. And this cover's sick. This cover's so sick. What's chat saying? Leo says, "Oh my god, it actually smells." The Dumb and Dumber one smells. Curse, does anyone remember those VHS covers with the smooth blue design? I do recall some early 2000s Disney film having the same texture. Ooh, I'm not too sure. Sorry, I just said it looked up. It says 7 episodes. Are you sure? Because it says 48 minutes. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know. What's it like inside? Very formal, very, very formal. But like, I love the manga logo. Come on. The manga logo, sick on anything. You put the manga logo on anything, it looks so cool. This one's got like other things you can buy, like other manga like releases. I love these adverts. I just love these adverts so much. So what we got? Okay, so it's also advertising. I'm probably going to have to take this out. So it's advertising Akira, Street Fighter 2 Animated, The Guyver, Wicked City. These are all things that I legitimately watched as a kid, by the way. Ninja Scroll, Dominion Tank Police, Legend of the Overfiend, Legend of Overfiend 2, Fist of the North Star, AD Police, Freeman, and Appleseed. Yes, this is proper like 80s. That's all 80s anime. That's all 80s. Nice. The wiki says it had 7 episodes. I'm just not sure. I'm sure it did. I didn't know how many episodes were on this particular one. Oh, I know what you mean now. So was Giant Robot more like an OVA series? Okay, what we got next? Oh, this one's barely closing properly. There we go. Oh, no, this is not going to close properly. This one is in terrible condition. This is the Crocodile Hunter movie, which is really weird, by the way, and a lot of people don't even know it exists. But like Steve Irwin, before he passed away, they tried to make the Crocodile Hunter, his TV show, into a film, and it's kind of like a mix of his TV show, but also this like government thriller plot happening in the background that then connects with Steve in the finale. It's a very strange film. But what I find really charming about this, it is such bad condition. Like, look, the plastic's coming off. It barely closes proper. But yeah, what I find charming is that one thing I love to do as a kid is make up my own certificate system for like age rating system. To put on my VHS tapes, and I came up with my own system, and it seems here I wrote G6. I don't know what that means. I really don't know what it means, but that was my rating for this film. Oh, I talked about the cover being in bad condition. The VHS is falling freaking apart. Look at that. I took such bad care of this as a kid. Oh my goodness. But yeah, nice little purple label. Can't believe how badly that's been taken care of. I'm ashamed of my young self. But yeah, it's Leo says Legend of Fiend. One of these is not like the other. Well, the thing is that Wicked City's a bit like Legend of Fiend as well, so I feel like you can kind of squash all the 80s anime together, and Legend kind of fits there in some strange way. Like the sleazy 80s era, everything's all dark and edgy. Leah says, I had this. Yeah. I don't know what I did to it. I don't know what I did to this. I don't know. I've probably got this when I was like 12 or 13, so it's a long time ago I got this. shame on me. Again, another one is Pulp Fiction. I think I borrowed this from someone and never gave it back. I think that's the backstory to this one. That's all I remember. When I was a kid, this wasn't mine, and it never got returned. Oh dear. Yeah, not much to really say about this one. It's not in the best condition. But I really like that the VHS cover has tried to gone with like a pulp comic kind of design, sort of, kind of, in a way. I like this exclusive contains 2 scenes of uncut footage. I love that. Do you remember when VHSs, they would have their behind the scenes and their extras would be like slapped at the end of the credits? I love that. That's what it seems to be doing with this one. I love that so much. It was great when they did. I remember, like, apparently the yes, I do remember that. I had Shrek on VHS, and it put the Shrek karaoke party at the end after the end credits. But on DVD, you could just go and click on it and play it. Kirsty Memoriam Crocodile Hunter video. Done. Jambareeqi's a thief. Just kidding. Yeah, I was kind of a thief as a kid. Especially when it came to VHSs. Yeah, again, not much to say about this one. I just found it was funny that, like, this, how I got it was funnier than what more interesting than what it is. Yeah, that's what it's like inside. I really like what they've done with the inside cover look. Like, there's no adverts for anything. It's just kind of like, this is Pulp Fiction. It's cool. It's cool. Nice, cool DVD. Cool VHS. Sorry. Toners, I had a few Tugs VHS tapes made by the same people who worked on Thomas the Tank Engine. Yep, I know about Tugs. I used to watch Tugs as a kid, but I didn't remember anything about it. Okay, oh, flip me. There's piles going everywhere. So we've got one more to talk about. Be about the VHS golem you are. I feel like I am. I can honestly do a bunch of videos just on my love of VHS. I really could. It's like those memes where it's kind of like DVD, like you heard, like DVD and digital. It's just like going, no, but like VHS, me going. I'm that much of a VHS nerd. So I had to at least keep one Disney VHS. You had to. Like, the Disney VHSs are so damn nostalgic, so charming. And you've got to remember this. So at the beginning of every Disney VHS, they'd always like let you know, like, they had their own anti-piracy thing going off. I don't know if this is outside the UK or not, but they have this anti-piracy thing at the beginning where it'll be like, be careful of pirated Disney videos. Be really careful of them. The only way to make sure is that it has a shiny sticker on it. And it actually, like, show off the shiny sticker. Yeah? And, like, yes, this is an authentic Disney VHS because it does have the shiny sticker. It has the shiny sticker on it. Cursed. I remember watching a Little Mermaid VHS, and when it got to the end, there was this extra Disney featurette at the end, and the person essentially broke the fourth wall, and I freaked out immediately, turned the TV off. Aww. Leo, I had that one too, one of many Disney VHSs. I had loads and loads and loads of Disney VHSs, so many. Had to keep at least one of them. Soda, never saw that VHS. It's a cute VHS. I mean, like, what I like about old Disney VHSs is that it keeps the design on point to the film, but also just charmingly simple. It's such a simple cover. Just gets the film across so easily. There's no flash. There's no spectacle. It's just kind of like, yeah, this is Sword and Stone. When you look at that, that's Sword and Stone. I love that you've got the villains doing their little duel on the back. It's cool. It's cute. It's cute. I remember that the Disney Classics logo was sick as well, with little shiny classics. Leo says, I remember the shiny sticker. Hell yeah. Soda Engines, Mum, it's no good. The picture's all funny. I can't hear her. Oh my god, did you know? I remember now. I remember. It was 101 Dalmatians, wasn't it? And like they really over-exaggerated how bad pirate copies look. Because sometimes pirate copies were actually as good as the original, because it was just ripped from the original. But like Disney had to like hyper-exaggerate. Oh, it's really, really bad. Brilliant. Don says Sword and Stone is a good movie. Yeah, I like it. Cursed. Yes, I watched that, and per usual with a pinpoint memory, I remember watching it during heavy rainfall. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. So those are all VHSs I could find in my room. all the ones I could find. I'm going to expand the gallery once I have my own place. Leo, oh my god, that quote just unlocked a core memory. I can't. Well done, Surge Rangers, for bringing that back. Beeper, that scared me. I can't hear it. It's a little scary. Like, again, they make it sound so much more worse than it really is. Mom, I can't hear it. Oh! Burn the pirate DVD. There's no shiny sticker. But yeah, before I head off, I want to ask something to everyone. So like I said, most of these VHSs were VHS tapes that I kept after I left my parents' house because I had a huge, massive collection. I was only allowed to take 30. My challenge to you is this. If you could own one VHS of anything at all, what would it be? So you could have one VHS. You can't have any other VHS tapes. Which would you pick? It's really interesting to know this kind of thing because you really got to think about, okay, what would be good to have on VHS? What would have that nostalgia to it that like DVD and digital would not provide? You want that little VHS grain. What would you have the VHS grain to? Definitely let me know in chat. Soja, video certificates are there to make sure you make the right choices. Thanks for listening. Damn it, Soda, stop it. Stop it. Oh, how do you know these off by heart? Cursed, probably my favourite part of Disney VHS openings was seeing the Disney Park videos. Yeah, I remember that as well. I remember them playing. I also remember the Disney VHS I remember the most is Robin Hood. I remember that it had the Tron trailer at the beginning. That was my only introduction to Tron because I didn't grow up with Tron. I just knew Tron through the Robin Hood VHS. But yeah, let me know which VHS, number one VHS that you would have to own. Soda says maybe the Jungle Book, maybe a Thomas VHS. Just one. But those are good choices. So one VHS I kind of wish I found was a VHS of something called Watch with Mother. I don't know where I put it, but Watch with Mother was in the UK. It was this British variety show and had all these different British cartoons and puppet shows, and it was hosted by this really nice lady who had like a horse puppet. So I had two of these VHSs, and I don't know where they've gone. But I want to do a video on Watch with Mother. I really do. Leo, one VHS. I just want any of the ones I used to record from Discovery Kids. Nice, especially for the show Sorted. Can't find that anywhere. Done. The little engine that could VHS tape because I love trains and being a Thomas fan when I was small. I think I got it for my birthday. Could never give it up. Oh bless. Soda. Okay, that Thunderbirds movie compilations on VHS. Yes. Anything where it feels like this is only on VHS. I gotta have it. Those are the best to have. But yeah, I will eventually buy a VHS player. I will eventually expand my library when I move out of this pub attic, which will hopefully be soon, depending on how my channel goes. It all depends on how my channel goes. Hope you enjoyed the stream, by the way. Hope you enjoyed it. This is a very different kind of thing. But this is the kind of thing I love to do. I really love to do this kind of thing. What I would want to do in the future is a DVD showcase. My DVD collection is friggin' huge. Absolutely huge. Yes, my attic is tiny, but like most of this room is just DVDs. My DVD collection's gotten so big that I've officially stopped. I don't want any more DVDs. There's way too many in here. What I'm hoping to do, and if it gets voted for a viewer's choice stream, is I want to live auction all my DVDs. That'd be really fun to do. Because it would be a way for me to show my DVD collection while also getting rid of them so I can make some space. So I'd sell them, and I could sign them as well for whoever buys them. And hopefully the money could go towards the money that was stolen from me. Because I don't know if anyone knows this, but I got robbed this year. So my way of making the money back would be to sell a bunch of my DVDs in a live auction. That'd be kind of fun. It'd be kind of a fun thing to do. And again, a good way to say, hey, these are all the things I have in DVD. Leo, I had two videos of fairy tales. One was a woman singing different nursery rhymes. Another was a man telling the stories, and he made every single fairy tale sound so scary, even the Little Mermaid. Curse, the Iron Giant VHS I would definitely keep. Hell yes. Soda Engines. It's got my vote. BPAC DVD auction, nice. Oh, it seems like people really like the idea of a DVD auction. Because the thing is, I've seen the YouTuber Dog VA had like bought a load of like shitty stuff from Wish, and he sold it all in an auction afterwards just to get rid of it. So like, yeah, it'd be fun. It'd be a fun thing to do. I'd like the adrenaline of an doing a live auction, but I also like the fun of like saying, hey, this is what I've got on DVD. Because I have a lot of weird DVDs, not just like mainstream stuff. There's a lot of obscure, weird stuff and stuff that people have given me. There's a lot to go through. The only thing that would make a live DVD auction difficult is that I'd have to go through the DVDs first to make sure which ones work, because I would not like to sell DVDs that don't work. That would feel wrong. So yeah, I'd have to go through as many DVDs as I can, double check if they play right, and yeah, be kind of thing to do. Kind of fun thing to do. Soda Engines, whether or not I can join, I don't know. No worries if you can't join, but it's just nice to know that like people are interested in that kind of thing. And again, it's a good way for me to make back money that got stolen from me. And that money was supposed to go towards my holiday with my girlfriend in Thailand. So yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to do an auction. It'd be an auction. It'd be a showcase, and it'd be a fundraiser for my holiday with my girlfriend. So it'd be fun. It'd be a fun thing to do. I'll definitely nominate it eventually, absolutely. But yes, hope you're happy. Hope you're smiling. Hope you're well. Hope you have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, good night, whatever time it is for you. And by the way, this week's quiz will be on Disney princesses, so feel free to come to that on Wednesday at 8 p.m. BST.